All right. Hello, everybody.
Hello,
This is
Davida.
Davida Cartwright, and I am here with my friend and health and wealth coach, Kyla. Um, Kyla, if you would just take some time and kind of explain to everybody your journey in how you started and what you did to work towards becoming a health and wealth coach, and then explain kind of what services you offer. And because we're doing this online, I just want everybody to know that you are in Canada, British Columbia. So that way they kind of know, and afterwards we will get everybody connected with your contact information so they can reach out to you if they have questions, so on and so forth. So I'm just going to turn it over to you. And if anything comes up that I think needs to be explained a little bit more, then we'll just start asking questions.
All right. Well, my journey here was not a straight path by any means. I started out working with special needs and then jumped into the clerical field. And then after many years of pursuing clerical career advancement, and as I call myself, a beige cubicle sister, and having many different bosses and, moving and all of that stuff, just became really burnt out. Thought I had finally found, a great career, a great job, everything kind of lined up, and I was in the union. And then I was actually just in the process of figuring out that I was going to be getting divorced, and then 2 weeks later got bumped from my job that I absolutely loved. And so there was my first mental health crash. Reestablished myself, moved to Kelowna here, and um, started just getting back in the swing of things. And then, of course, the big C hit. And luckily, I had found a job, a full-time job, the week before COVID hit. So the week that it hit, I started in a new job and saw that I really liked the department that I was in. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take my certification and get a promotion, and I'm going to finish out my years here. I've got a good government job, pension benefits, everything's great. And then a year and a half later, I did receive my promotion that I had been working towards. And just about a year after that, after my whole entire team of 5 people quit except for me, I retrained everybody. And then again, we went through the majority of the team quit again. And somebody who was my coworker got promoted in what I felt was a backhanded way, deceitful, felt like I got lied to. And it was just really soul crushing because I had literally given everything to retrain everybody from management on down to the clerk in that department, and then to be, and basically hold it together while everyone else was learning the ropes, and then to be so deceitfully passed by, and there was absolutely nothing I could do about it. And in the process of training everybody, because of my work ethic and stuff, I didn't realize how much stress I was under, because you just get up, you go to work, you do your stuff, you go home. I was losing my hair literally out of the back of my head, but because I don't see the back of my head, I didn't realize that I had no hair back there. But you know what? Every morning I'd be like, oh, that seems like a lot of hair, but off to work I'd go, and then my body literally crashed. I had like nosebleeds, infections, lost all the skin on my hands, couldn't even lift anything, like just a whole body crash. And so I took a month off and kind of got healthy, and then all that other stuff happened with the job promotion thing. And then I'm just like, you know what? I have literally given everything that I have physically, mentally for this. There's got to be something more. So I took a little leave of absence and just kind of was reevaluating what to do. And I tried entrepreneurial stuff over the years, but without having a really good coach or a mentor, it's just kind of dabbling. Tried to start my own business, but I was married at the time and there was lots of moving, so it just never seemed to work out. And so I was sitting here and I had joined a supplement company just for my own health, because I needed some supplements, and was kind of thinking, maybe I'll do something like that. And this coaching community, one of the ladies reached out to me. She actually lives here locally, and she's like, I'm with this group. I think you might be a good fit. I'm like, "Mm, I'm literally on medical leave. I got nothing else to do. So why not have a phone call?" And so I met with the mentor, Shanda, and she had me crying within 30 seconds. And she was my beige cubicle soul sister. Connected with her immediately. And she kind of, listened to my story and she's like, "Oh my God, I was you, 5 years ago, whatever it was." And she's like, "You need a coach, you need a mentor. We have the tools and the systems. And I think you should join our community." And I was like, well, I need to do something different because this really isn't working. So, okay, I signed up. And the next day, I'm like, so I've literally met two people online. I happily gave them money. I wonder if I just got found, right? Like all these second thoughts were running through my head. And then I actually went to an event here locally a couple weeks later and met the two ladies who actually live here in town with me, and instant connection, instant connection. And so was with them in the community and I was loving the community. And then our coach, she's like, "We're going to Panama. We're having a women's retreat in Panama." And I'm like, telling my job I'm not coming back and I'm going to Panama. That sounds like a really good idea. And so I flew off to Panama to meet strangers and had no idea really what I was getting into, but saw the vision, saw the community. And again, was like, well, I'm flying across the world to meet some strangers. I've given some strangers all my money. I got nothing left, but whatever, let's go. It's an adventure. And it's just money, right? Like worst case, I'm having a good vacation and it's just money. And then just meeting that community and hearing them speak in person, and just the process that we went through in that retreat, coming home all fired up. And I was like, I can do this. Like this, I need to do this. This is definitely, I can see the vision. I can see the path. It's going to be amazing. I know it. And kind of just took a big leap of faith, and I've been growing my skills, doing all the steps. I've always kind of coached. When I worked at a naturopathic clinic, I coached other women. I'd lost 80 pounds on a diet plan that they had through the naturopathic clinic. So I would coach the newcomers. Every week we'd have a weekly session. And so I knew that I liked the coaching. I just didn't have the skills to develop it. And then of course I left that job. And so then, next career path, whatever. Right. So this time in my life, I've just really come to everything fallen into place. It 100% feels like what I'm supposed to be doing. The way I've been treated in a job has taught me how to be a leader, because that's not the leader that I want to be. So I've learned how to treat people. So, as I build a team and coach people and things like that, I've just, all these skills and things that I've learned over the years, just kind of all the pieces are fitting together for this next chapter moving forward. So I don't know, that's kind of it.
Nice. And who would you say probably is your ideal client, as they always ask us, that you feel like you can connect with and that you can help?
Yeah, so somewhere in probably 35 to 45, somewhere in that age range. Someone who's struggled with weight their whole life, particularly due to health reasons, because that has been my entire journey and struggle. And then women who have been overlooked, undervalued, underappreciated. They aren't a victim. They're strong. They're resilient. They're fighting. Like they're fighting every way they can, but they can't find out the pieces to crawl up and out. And so, someone that I can help give those pieces to. They do have, generally have a job and are working, but just want something more. They want the ability to dream again. That's my phrase that I have come up with. I want them to be empowered, happy, healthy, and wealthy, and then have the ability to dream again, because being stuck in beige cubicle land and working for 40 years and having nothing at the end of it, and you see those Walmart greeters and my heart just breaks for them that you can't enjoy retirement because you have no money at the end of it. And through whatever circumstances, you're looking at that age now, you can see that, oh, I guess I need to figure this out because it's coming faster than I thought it would. And so that's kind of the demographic that is my ideal client.
Awesome. And I'm sure you feel like, and you've kind of elaborated too, that in getting within this community with other women, having that support system obviously is always nice to have, to be able to connect with others who offer other things, but are right there cheering you on and helping you with what your endeavors are. And you also elaborated to being able to not only develop the skills, but have a coach who can guide you and direct you and kind of push you to put yourself out there. Kind of like what we're doing now, because I don't know about you, but me years ago, no way would I be in front of this camera.
Yep. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. No. And I didn't know how important the tribe and community was until I had it. I had never been like, I've always had really good friends. I've never been a person who's had tons and tons of friends, but I have my core group of friends, and we're live and die together, right? But to have like-minded women that literally my friends are in the same business I am. We're literally not competing for the same people, same clients, because everybody attracts their own people, but we're working in the same industry. Like, we should be at each other's throats going, no, they're mine. No, we're not. We're like, how can I help you? How can I encourage you? What do you need? Here's some tips that I found. Maybe that'll work for you. And then to have a coach to be on a call with weekly and say, hey, I'm stuck here. Or hearing other people's journeys, because their journeys are probably going to end up being the same journey that you have in the building of the business and stuff like that. As you level up, there's more problems. And so you hear from the people above, and you hear from the people, you're like, oh my God, look how far I've come. Because that was me, 6 months ago, that was me, but I'm here now, but oh my gosh, I can be here. So it's just working through all those things with like-minded people and having that unconditional support. And then, I was unexpectedly laid off a few weeks ago, and I reached out to my coach, and she donated me her time. Like, somebody who is so busy, time is their most precious commodity. And she donated her time to make sure that I was okay, to give me steps moving forward, to help me along the way. Like, there's just no words for the help and encouragement that can give you, and that they believe in you that much. That one of the first things she said to me in our coaching calls was like, your ideas are amazing. And having come from beige cubicle land, where I was always told, Kyla, sit down, shut up, don't say anything, and your opinion does not want to be heard, voiced, or whatever, to being like, oh my gosh, somebody actually wants to listen to me and wants to encourage me. Just mind-blowing.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And we will get your information out for people to know how to reach out and ask questions and find out a little bit more. But thank you so much for giving your time this evening and spending some time with me.
Thank you. Thank you.